This delegation of Kenyan utility managers and policymakers is in the middle of this Californian desert to learn some valuable lessons.
We don't have any private sector wind or solar projects fully built and operational, providing power on the grid as yet, but there's a huge pipeline of projects coming, especially on the solar side. We need to understand how the grid operator can manage this and integrate even more renewables in the longer term.
This solar farm project is one of several sites across the US the delegation visited. The tour was organized by the US Trade and Development Agency.
As Kenya's energy market is growing, they need a lot of technology and expertise to help develop that sector. The US has that technology and expertise, so it's really is a great opportunity for us to pair those needs between the US innovation and technology with the demand and growth in the market.
Kenya is a leading player in Africa's renewable energy sector.
At the moment, we have a total generation of 2,341 megawatts. And out of that, about 80% of that generation is from renewables.
Right now, hydro and geothermal energy make up most of Kenya's energy mix. But solar has become the world's fastest growing source of power, so Kenya wants to be part of that trend.
We are looking at, in the short term, doing about 2 megawatts of distributed energy across Kenya within the next 2 to 3 years. We want to partner with US companies, especially those who have experience deploying this sort of technology in very remote areas. Of course, they have a bit of experience with accessing finance from US-based financiers. So that's a bit of an advantage for us.
Kenya's annual electricity demand is increasing at a rate of 13.5% per year due to a rise in population and expanding economy.
As the country is expanding rapidly, it's quite expensive to build out the grid infrastructure, and there's still a lot of power demand that isn't met by the traditional grid. So we also see US companies providing a lot of solutions in that off-grid space, which could be very applicable in the Kenyan market.
An estimated 1.3 million households were added to Kenya's electricity grid as of 2016. The country plans to bump the number of homes with electricity from its current 55% to 95% in the coming years.
We've been able to raise our access rates from 27% to the current slightly above 70% in 3 years. We have to look at a number of options, and the options available for us are first and foremost ensuring that those within the grid have been connected, and that's through densification, making sure that the equipment already installed is utilized to the maximum.
And maybe the lessons learned on this trip will help them accomplish that goal. Eleni Jakos, CNN.